Hey, what's going on, everybody? Did you think that Donald Trump had a good day today? If you're like me, then you think he probably did. I mean, if you saw the press conference today, then you know that he had a great day. If you didn't see it, you saw a couple clips on my channel. You can check those out below. You can see Donald Trump had a pretty good day. And here's what's new today in the Washington Post. This afternoon at 4:44, the Postal Service warns 46 states that their voters could be disenfranchised by delayed mail-in ballots. Something that we've been saying for months now, since the mail-in ballot idea has been proposed. The Democrats say, well, people can't safely vote because of the coronavirus, so let's shut down all in-person voting, and we'll just leave it up to trust that the mail does it correctly, that it's authentic, that the ballots are genuine, and that they're counted correctly. All which we know won't happen because we have piece after piece after piece of evidence showing in local elections, state elections, and even some pretty mainstream popular federal elections, there's been proven mail-in voter fraud. So, this from a few different people at the Washington Post. This says 46 states are going to be late. And it's probably all of them, but there's at least 46 that are warning people this isn't going to work. This is anticipating an avalanche of absentee ballots, which it won't be absentee. It's mail-in. Mail-in is different than absentee. Absentee is, I have an authentic, genuine reason that I cannot be in the location that I'm supposed to vote at. That's not the same as I'm unwilling to leave my house. That's different. Unwilling to vote in person means unwilling to vote. You don't get to just opt to mail in unless you have to, by medical or by other legal reason. Anyways. This says the U.S. Postal Service is anticipating an avalanche of absentee ballots. The U.S. Postal Service recently sent detailed letters to 46 states, as well as D.C., and D.C. warning that it cannot guarantee all ballots cast by mail for the November election will arrive in time to be counted, adding another layer of uncertainty ahead of the high-stakes presidential contest. Well, no shit. We've been saying for a long time now, like I said, months, since this was an issue proposed, that this wouldn't work. And we've pointed out year after year after year. There was a case study in 2012 where 100% of a certain county in Pennsylvania voted for Barack Obama. And not just 100% of the voters, but 100% of eligible voters. Clear manipulation of vote count. This continues. The letters sketch a grim possibility for the tens of millions of Americans eligible for a mail-in ballot this fall. Even if people follow all of their state's election rules, the pace of the Postal Service delivery may disqualify their votes. Well, yeah, that's what we've been saying. So, if good and well-intended people, Democrats and Republicans alike, this is not just for people that are pro-Trump, if you want to vote by mail, your vote will not be counted. And the rate right now that we see is 21%. How much do you want to bet it goes up as we add to the number? If you add to the number of mail-in ballots, you will more than likely increase the number of mail-in ballots that are not counted. And not just the number, but the proportion. So we're not talking about 5% in one election, but now 21% in a general proposed. No, we're talking about more like 30 to 40% of ballots just won't be counted. They'll be lost, trashed, burned, stolen, thrown out, etc. This says the United States Postal Service warnings of potential disenfranchisement came as the agency undergoes a sweeping organizational policy overhaul amid a dire financial condition. Cost-cutting moves have already delayed mail delivery by as much as a week in some places. So yeah, that explains why my bills are late. Just kidding, they're not late. In a new decision to decommission 10% of the Postal Service sorting machines sparked a widespread concern slowdowns will only worsen. Rank-and-file postal workers say that the move is ill-timed and could sharply diminish the speedy process of flat mail, including letters and ballots. Well, yeah, no. Hey, let's take away your sorting machines, and then hey, let's have you guys run the ballots. Do you see a problem with this? Does the left see a problem with this? Does any Democrat authentically, genuinely see a problem with this? The ballots warnings issued at the end of July from Thomas J. Marshall, General Counsel and Executive Vice President of the Postal Service, obtained through a records request by the Washington Post, were planned before the appointment of Louis DeJoy, a former logistics executive and ally of President Trump, as Postmaster General earlier this summer. They go beyond the traditional coordination between the Postal Service and election officials. They draft fears surrounding the coronavirus pandemic, triggering an unprecedented and sudden shift in mail-in voting. So this suggests that, hey, mail-in voting is going to be fraudulent, it's going to be late, it's not going to work, it's bad, and it's the best we got. Please, give me a break. How about if you can go to the store and buy food, then you can go and vote. And if you can't, then you don't. And so be it. Because so many millions of Americans already choose not to vote in every other election, why should we expect it to be any different? You tell me in the comments below. Also, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and then please do everything else you can to keep America afloat.